Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to make a brain cupcake, kind of like the one we did in the DIY cupcake kit. What you need for this tutorial is pink for the brain that will be on top. You are going to need any kind of clay that you want to be for the actual cupcake part. You're going to need any kind of clay that you want for the base. You're going to need something to texture it. Either a piece of tinfoil like me, or a toothbrush, or a piece of coarse sandpaper. You're going to need a brush for applying the shading, or chalk pastels, rather. I'm using this really dark yellow, this tanner color, and this dark brown. You also need a cupcake base and an eye pin if you want to make it into a charm. You're also going to need a blade to cut off the scrap clay or the extra that you get from here, and you'll need wire cutters to trim down the eye pin to size. So what you want to do right now is you want to take your base color and you just want to, I like to taper a little bit of the side and then put it down in. To me it just seems like it's easier to get all the texture in the inside. And then you're just going to want to take off the excess. I didn't do that too well. Looking through the camera. Okay. And after you take off the excess, I like to push it back down in here. And now what you want to do is you want to take the color of the cupcake that you want, and you want to take a piece off and roll it into a nice ball. I like to use whatever this is called on your palm because it smooths out the clay a lot better, in my opinion. And I'm just going to use my desk to flatten it down a little bit, and then I'm going to transfer it over onto the cupcake base. And then I'm just going to pull the sides down so it covers the top of the base, and I'm just going to play with it for a little bit. Take your texture adding tool and you're just going to want to add texture all over the cupcake. Now what you want to do is you want to take your shading elements and you want to take the yellow, the first color that I've shown you, and you're going to want to take that and put it all over the cupcake. I'm sorry if you hear that, that's like now that you have that all completed, you just want to take the darker color and keep it a little bit thick on the edges though. Sorry for the terrible lighting. And then after you have what you want on the edges, you're just going to want to take your dark brown. You want to keep this very minimal, and put it on just the edge. After you have completed your shading, you're just going to want to take out your cupcake. And I found the easiest way to do that is to take your texturing tool and just go around in a circle and start lifting it out. Like that. Focus. You just want to make a long snake out of this pink. A long thin snake out of this pink, actually. And I'm just gonna use my nail and trim it. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put it down the center. Press it as I go. I'm gonna move the cupcake along with me. Just move it back and forth. Pressing it onto the cupcake very firmly. You're going to want to do both sides. I already have finished the second side. And now what you want to do is you want to take your eye pin and you just want to take your wire cutters and you want to trim it to the size that you need it. I usually just guess. You can add a little bit of TLS, but I'll show you what I do. And what I do is after I insert the eye pin, I take a little bit of TLS and I take a toothpick or a needle tool or anything like that, and I dab that onto the eye pin, and then I take a toothpick and I push it through onto the other side, so then it's not going to come out. Bye guys, if you liked the video, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.